Very nice job.
Thanks.
Great. I like this piece a lot. I've never heard
Yeah,
of
me
it
too.
before. Yeah, and it's, you play it, I like your interpretation of it too. Great job with your shifting too.
Thanks.
I
I like.
good hand position. Yeah, we know it's really important, and you got it. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I just wanted to make sure you knew. I added a crescendo here and a. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you did.
Thanks.
I think your bow hold, your left hand, everything is just looking great. The only two things I have for thought are just, you know, we were talking about this earlier, with string players, we have an infinite number of places we can put our fingers, you know, to tune. So unlike pianos, or even unlike some, it's just different. We have so many choices. I'm a violinist, so I do it this way, but you know, to in tune is, and it changes, right? It changes if you're playing in an orchestra. You're the bass, so we're all tuning to you. However, you know, in an orchestra, we're listening and tuning and matching. You know, if you're playing with a drone at home, like if you ever tune to drones, you can find online cello drones, and that just has a bunch of cellos playing chords. So for this, what are you? Yeah, these. But you're in G minor, really, right? So you could put on a G minor drone, and the cellos would be playing. They'd be holding that forever, and then you could play through this really slowly and listen and tune every single note really carefully. What you might find, what I found on my violin, is on flat notes, we usually have to aim a little lower than we think.
Really?
Yeah, aim lower than you think on flats. Yeah, that's good, that's it. On sharp notes, aim higher than you think. Yeah, and if you follow that rule we discovered in my string quartet back in college, then it kind of fixed a lot of things. Just aim lower than you think on flats, aim higher than you think. It doesn't fix everything, but in general, that kind of makes things settle into the key. And I think if you aim a little lower, just like you did, a little lower than you think on the B flats, and especially the E flats, since you know you have to go against gravity. That's it. Then that'll help the intonation be even more artist level. The other thing, and you know this because you're already an experienced good player, when you get over to your lower, the big super fat strings, I think sometimes even in the soft dynamics, the less is more. Maybe less bow speed and a little more weight to really play something where you go over to the E. Where you don't go over to the E very much, do you? Maybe just where you go to
I guess
E and A.
measure 40. I gotta do that.
Yeah, do you want to do like
more weight and slower?
Yeah, do you want to maybe go from here and get into it? Yeah, and that's kind of a soft ending, but play those last couple of notes and see if you can add. And I know with your French bow hold there, I know probably you want to make sure just a little bit of a bend there. It's super flexible, but make sure it's not. We were talking about fat thumb, skinny thumb. That's a little more for violins, but good. Can I do one thing here? You keep holding. Maybe just a little bit more. Now, I don't want to mess up your bow hold. I don't want to mess up all your good work. But just flexible, but not, you know, a little. So, keep holding. And see if you can find a sound you love, but that has, we hear the core of it. Because then, and that's a G, right? Yeah. So with that, see if you can find it. I know this is just one note in the piece where you hear the whole instrument singing along.
Yeah, in the all county, they said that if you play it this right, then the G string will vibrate as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Sympathetic vibrations you can look for. And hear how the ringing goes on for like 10 seconds. So that means you got it in tune and you got the core of the sound with enough bow weight. You know, basses, I always marvel, you know, less speed and more weight, and then all of a sudden that sound comes alive. So good, thanks for playing for me.
No problem.
And this is another one, I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone so I can remember